Hi, everyone. It's Dr. C and Dr. Sanzo. We're here today to talk to the staff about returning next week. And we just figured we'd do a little Zoom video to just give you some information. As I hopefully you all have seen, last night I did send out an email to the staff and then to the parents explaining that we are reopening full in person on Monday, December 7th. We will have our pre-K to 5 classes return full-time in person. We will have grades 6 to 12 being on the hybrid. You'll get more information about that from your principals. And on Wednesdays, we will continue early dismissal days. And on December 23rd, we will have a totally remote learning early dismissal day. So we have 12 days to make it to the holiday break. I would like to just share with you a little bit of how I come up with these schedules and my process of thinking. It is very difficult, first of all, because no matter what you do, people are unhappy. In all my decisions as a superintendent, I try to keep the focus on children. That's our job. That's why we're here. And so I am a firm believer, as I know many of you are, that our kids do best when they're in the classroom. There's more engagement. We see them with our own eyes. They're happy. Most of the staff is happy. So to me, if I can get the kids back into school, I want to do that. I think we'll all agree that at the middle and the high school, students are a little more positive about remote learning, and it is a better platform than the young ones. And so we did put the middle and the high school on remote learning just to get less bodies in the schools during these 2.5 weeks. When I think about my decisions, I get a state memo on Tuesday and Friday mornings about the COVID numbers. They're by town, they're by county, and they're by state. And as you know, we've been in the red for a couple of weeks. Matt Carter, who is the state epidemiologist, told us just yesterday morning that he's surprised that those numbers have been used to open and close schools because they were never intended for that. They were intended for the town leaders to know really where their state was so that they could make decisions. But we do use it as a guide. We also speak with our town leaders, I speak with our administrators, I speak with our nurses, and make the best decisions we can. Do we always agree? Absolutely not. But I try to make the best decisions. Over those last weeks in November, we closed down really because of staffing. We were short on staff. We had quarantined a lot of people. I know that staff members were really at their wits' end, covering classes, running from this one, from that one. The administrators were out there doing bus duty and lunch duty and covering classes. And it just felt like everybody needed just a reset, a chance to breathe. And so that's why we closed the schools and went on full remote learning right before Thanksgiving. But we have not been in school since November 19th. We are encouraged to come back for the 12 days. I'm really hoping and praying we're going to be successful. And that's why I made this decision. What'll happen over the holiday break is probably right before New Year. We'll kind of get a handle on what the numbers are in our schools and staff and in the town. And it's my hope that we reopen January 4th, full in person. If we don't, we will have some kind of schedule moving forward. But I really believe that we can get in these 12 days between December 7th and the 22nd. So that's my thought process. I did ask Rich to join because I wanted him to talk about some of the tweaking we've done in our quarantining protocols. So Rich, go for it.
Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I just want to say how impressed I've been to see all the work that, as a staff, you've been doing with our students this school year, and particularly these past couple of weeks of remote learning. It's such an incredible sight to see the work that you're doing for our students. You know, we've taken the time over the holidays here and this past week to meet with our school nurses and our team across the district to recalibrate our quarantining protocols to make sure they align with the most recent CDC and DPH guidance. In fact, CDC released brand new guidance today related to the length of quarantining that is required. We're still reviewing that information with our school nurses, but it goes to show how we're constantly receiving new information and we're adjusting to it. So as we come back to school next week, in general, we're going to be more closely aligning our contact tracing in the event of a positive case within our schools to the definition of close contact. And close contact is an individual that has been within 6 feet or closer for 15 minutes or more over a period of time to someone that has tested positive for COVID-19. That's the basis for our contact tracing. There are going to be considerations for cohorts of students and staff that spend extended periods of time together, the entirety of a school day or the majority of a school day, such as our elementary classes, our students at the middle school, and other programs throughout the district where students and staff are together for the majority of the day. To assist us with contact tracing, if needed, when we return, we really need everyone's help. And that means that as a staff, we need to ask you to ensure that you have accurate rosters of your students, of who's there each day in your classrooms, maintain accurate seating charts of where students are seated in your classroom, and ensure students are abiding by those seating charts, because as we enter this period between the holidays, if we have to do contact tracing, part of that revised process is going to be asking you to share your seating charts so that we can ensure that we're appropriately quarantining students and staff if they are a potential exposure. One of the other adjustments we're going to make is we're no longer going to be requiring family members of primary contacts to quarantine. So if your son or daughter was a primary contact, you may have been asked to stay home prior to the holidays. And that really was inconsistent with the latest guidance from DPH and the CDC. So that is no longer going to be part of our quarantining protocols when we return next week. These adjustments are being made to make sure that we match the latest guidance and that we're doing what we can to keep everyone safe in school, learning, and those that need to quarantine are appropriately done so. It's also just a good reminder as we come back and reset here that we make sure that we're maintaining all those mitigation strategies that we've talked about throughout the course of the year. Washing hands, wearing masks, using hand sanitizer, and maintaining that physical distancing to the greatest extent possible throughout the school day. One of the things that we can share is that we really have not seen spread of COVID-19 within our schools. All of our cases that have come in, are in our schools, have been in our schools, have come in from the outside. And that means that everybody collectively within our district is really doing a great job following all those mitigation strategies. And it's just a reminder that we need to continue to do that to keep our community safe.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rich. I want to echo what Rich said. First of all, we're really proud of all of our staff for all the hard work that they've done. The teachers, the paras, the nurses, the secretaries, the techs, the custodians, the lunch ladies, the bus drivers, everyone has pulled in to make this work. And, you know, the administration and I are really just so proud to lead you and to be part of the team. But, you know, it is a team effort. We all have to stick in there together and remain very diligent about our mitigation strategies. So I want to thank you. I hope this is helpful for you. It's hard to try to explain people how you think about things. But I hope you kind of understood that. And Rich is always great at speaking. He does a great job. So listen, enjoy your last couple of days of on full remote, and we'll see everybody again on Monday. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great one. Bye-bye.